Alright, so looking at the warm-up, I'm going to start off on these. So doing the f of negative 4, f of 2, and f of 6. So if I'm looking at f of negative 4, I'm going to go where negative 4 is on the x value, and I need to find the y value of that, which this one would be what? 3. F of 2, I go to where x is 2 on the graph, and then I go up, so f of 2 is going to be what? 4. F of 6 is going to be what? Negative 2. Questions on that? Is anybody confused as to how I'm finding those? Okay, so I'm going to kind of go off script here and look at this. Let's say I also, on this line, we'll keep the blue line, the one that's up there, we'll keep that as f of x. But let's say that I also had a line, I don't know, let's do this. And these answers may not turn out nice and neat, but you'll get the point of what I'm getting across here. Okay? So let's not do that. Okay, so let's say I had another line on there. So two different graphs. One is f of x, one is g of x. You don't necessarily have to write this down, just kind of follow me up here. Let's say I asked you to do g of f of 2. Okay, so if I do g of f of 2, am I going to start from the inside, work inside out or outside in? Inside out. So right now, all I care about is f of 2. I could care less about I could care less about the g. I've got to find f of 2. Okay? Which we already found out that f of 2 was what? 4. So I'm going to take f of 2 out, and I'm now going to do g of 4. What is g of 4? This right here. I'm looking at this one. So I go to 4.
5.
G of 4 would be 5. Does everybody see that? So this kind of problem, it's just like doing these. You're just doing it twice within one problem, really. You're finding one, and whatever it is, that's your x value for your other one. Okay? Let's go down and work on the last two. Let me get it to where I can scroll down just a second. Okay. So if I'm doing f times g of 6, this is the one where I'm going to rewrite it. I can rewrite it as f of 6 times g of 6. This right here, f of 6, that is telling me to do what? Awesome. So I'm going to do f of 6 first. So 4 times 6 plus 1. I'm going to do the same thing with my g of x. Which is going to give me negative 13. What am I going to do with these two numbers? I'm going to multiply them. Okay? Which is going to give me negative, what? What does that come out to? 325? Alright. This can be any operation. This can be addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay? If that was f plus g of 6, everything I would do would be the same, except I would do 25 plus negative 13. If it said minus, I would do 25 minus negative 13. Okay, that can be any operation in there. On the next one, is this, get my little highlighter here, is this little symbol the same as this? No. This is telling me to do what? Or how did we rewrite it? Whenever we had the notes, I would rewrite that. Okay. So I am always going to rewrite that as g of f of x. Now, in this problem, what is f of x? 4x plus 1. So I'm going to do g of 4x plus 1. Okay, I took f of x out and I put 4x plus 1 in. This, right here, at this point, is the exact same idea as this. The only difference is I'm not just plugging a number in for x, I'm putting this whole thing in for x, 4x plus 1. But it's the same concept. Okay, I'm going to go to g of x and plug this in. So g of x, negative 2. There's my x, so that's where I'm going to substitute in. And then minus 1. And then from there I'll just simplify. So negative 8x minus 2 and then minus 1. And so I'd have negative 8x minus 3. Which we might have done that wrong on yours. On the back, yeah. I think I worked through that one with you, and I might have. Okay. Any questions on this? Alright, so go ahead and put all your stuff away. The substitute is going to come around and hand you your quiz. You'll have about roughly 30 minutes of that. Whenever you are done with your quiz, you need to have your day 6 notes out and ready. There's a small warm-up up at the top, so if you finish your quiz early, go ahead and start on that warm-up. And I will see all of you on Tuesday.